with Angelo Leo, man, I was kind of annoyed because, like I said, he is at 126, and when he beat Tomoki Kameda, you would think he would call out the WBA champion at 126, Nick Ball, the WBO champion at 126, Rafael Espinosa, the WBC champion at 126, Stephen Fulton. But he didn't. He called out the 122-pound champion, undisputed champion, Naoya Inoue. That's cool, right? He's the money man. Everybody wants to fight Naoya Inoue. You know, of course, he's a revenue generator. He's an economy in himself, especially when it comes to the little weights, right? I'll say from 126 down to 112, everybody wants to fight Naoya Inoue. He's a cash cow, right? Everybody at heavyweight wants to fight Anthony Joshua, whether he's a champion or not. He's the cash cow, right? Everybody, I'll say from 175 to 154 maybe wants to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez, you know, Cinnamon, because he's the face. Not only is the cash cow of those divisions, but he's the face of boxing. He's a cash cow of the whole sport, right? And then everybody from, I'll say, like 147 to 130 wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, right? He's so he's the cash cow of those divisions.
Yeah.
So when somebody calls out Naoya Inoue, I get it, right? Because it is called boxing, aka the sweet science, aka hit and don't get hit, aka prize fighting. So the prize is the amount of money that you can get, lucrative bag. I get it. However, when fighters talk about legacy, I don't think you need to separate the two, the money and the legacy, right? Because Naoya Inoue is a legacy fight, just like Canelo's a legacy fight for anybody. Bud's a legacy fight. Usyk's a legacy fight. Inoue's, you know, these guys are legacy fights and other greats like that. But to me, it is annoying when people say, oh yeah, I'm fighting for legacy, but then you have 3 other champions in your same division. And it's not just Angelo Leo, he's just the most recent to do it. Of course, Nick Ball, all Nick Ball does is call out Naoya Inoue. In fact, his last opponent, I don't even know how that was even legitimate. You know, I don't even know how that was approved by the WBA, you know, with President Gilberto Mendoza. I don't even know how they allowed him to fight TJ Doheny, coming off a stoppage loss at 122 against Naoya Inoue, moving up and consecutively getting another title shot at a higher weight division, coming off a stoppage loss, and that counted as a defense because Nick Ball is in such pursuit of Naoya Inoue that they're making it seem like, oh, we have a common opponent. Bitch, you fighting a smaller guy that just came off a loss that is old and already has 5 losses prior to fighting you. Why is that acceptable? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying the pulse of boxing, when we complain about fighters fighting a guy coming off a loss or coming off a stoppage or being moved up. It's so funny that when we look at other weights, particularly the smaller weights, we don't notice these things because they're not as glamorous as divisions. So a lot of things go under the radar, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of them. But I think that's corny. I think Nick Ball should be calling out Espinosa, Angelo Leo, or Stephen Fulton.